We hyped up both of them pre-show, Gyokeres and Sesko, and we're not the only ones. Let's be fair, the entire world would have been talking about them. Who had the better opening match in the Premier League? Of course, Gyokeres got more minutes today, but what say you, Vers?
Yeah, well, they've been talk of town for the last 2 months, haven't they? But to be honest, Gyokeres doesn't perform today. He's also in a new league, first game of the season. Arsenal don't perform, so I don't completely leave it up to him. I thought he showed in bits and parts of the game what he's capable of doing, you know, keeping the ball, having a presence. But it's hard to judge a guy today when he doesn't get the service and doesn't have a shot on target. But I do think he tried to show himself off and fought well with the rest of the team. And I think it's hard to assess Sesko, as he only touched the ball maybe 2 or 3 times during the game. But we'll see more of them, and the next coming games will be better to judge them.
You know what? You weren't in the studio with us on Friday. We covered the Liverpool game. Ekitike, he's got a score sheet, of course. He scored in the game before that as well. And I asked these guys, who's going to score more goals from the 3 new strikers that have come in? Sesko, Gyokeres, or Ekitike? So, now we've seen all 3 of them play a little bit of football. What say you, Carlton?
It's hard to go against the Liverpool guy, isn't it? Yeah. He looks the real deal. I think Gyokeres will score goals for Arsenal. I mean, I think he tried a little bit too hard today. Arsenal didn't play well today. They will play a lot better than, like Gary said, they'll play a lot better than that this season and get beat. Yeah. But, you know, I think all 3 of them, you know, they're quality players. They're quality players. But as a striker, it's very difficult when you go into a football club, because you're reliant on service. You know, like I said, you know, if you don't get the service, it can't happen, right? And when you're a striker, you go into a football club. What you want is to get off the ground early. He scored in the Charity Shield, and then he scored in the opening game in the Premier League. He's like this now. The next game, guaranteed he's going to score again for Liverpool. And away he goes. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If that had happened for Nunes, I guarantee you Nunes would have gone on to have a great career at Liverpool. Yeah. But the longer it goes, you don't score as a striker, the more, you know, nervous you get about it, and it becomes really difficult.
What are you talking about strikers for? You never got up in the attacking box.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, you'll see where I've scored some goals.
but I think what we've seen so far, like Ekitike is the guy, isn't he? Yeah. He looks certainly the livelier. He looks as if he's adjusted better to the English Premier League out of the 3 of them that we're talking about at the moment. Having said that, let's go back to 1 game played for all of them. You know, early stages, and we know what it's like as pundits. The minute you commit to something, the game will go and prove you wrong. So I think there's a lot of work for both, you know, Arsenal and Manchester United to do as far as creativity is concerned, and it looks like Liverpool are ahead of the game on that aspect of it.
But I think also, if you look at it, and I suppose you've seen the Liverpool game as well, his movement was excellent.
Yes.
His movement off the ball, his layoffs, wanting the ball again. And I know it was a different game, but the way he moved was really a pleasure to watch. His first touch was always forward. He was looking for his teammates. And he's a different type of player.
Well, he's more athletic than the 3 of them,
exactly,
isn't he?
and Gyokeres.
Yeah. Can I ask, Nicklas, I've read that you wanted to head into management one day. So if I was the owner of a club and I'm sat down with you and I said, here's a checkbook, you can sign any striker you want, and I gave you the choice of the 3 we mentioned, Haaland, Chris Wood, who got a brace today, Richarlison, fantastic goal of the season contender yesterday, who are you signing?
Haaland.
Without question.
Yeah.
Still the best in the league.
He's the youngest.
Well,
I think so. Sesko no, but he's the youngest. I would sign Haaland any day. But I'm very impressed with Chris Wood. I have to say, the way he played last season and getting a brace again, he's really doing well.
Haaland's still top dog, right?
Yeah, I think everyone would agree with me on
numbers.
that. I don't think anyone would disagree with me.
And I don't think he's been. I don't think he's been utilised in the best way at Man City, because they don't play the ball forward enough for him. Yeah. I mean, when the teams are squeezing up, that boy is like rocket. And when they're squeezing up and you play that ball through early for him, he's scored a hatful more. He's a top banana.
Don't jump the gun, because we are covering Man City next week when they play against Tottenham. So keep those thoughts, Carlton Palmer.